Now while you're watching this video, please remember to like, share this video, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon for notifications of future videos. Thank you. Well, hello there, welcome back to my channel. Yes, so today I have for you yet again another exciting video, and as you can see, the title suggests my reaction to the video, The Tomorrow War on Sabbath Keepers. Right, this is what we want to talk about in this video. Now, at the timing of this video, it would have been Thursday. No, it would have been Wednesday, September 22, 2021, right? That's the time when this video would have been recorded. Now, this video should have been posted September 21, Tuesday, September 21, 2021. Right, guys? That's the time when I should have posted that video, but I never got the chance to do so. Right? Now, as you can see, this is somewhat of a reaction video, right? Someone had sent me, a former SDA friend of mine had sent me this video that is talking about a show that came out, I think either it's in last month or the month before, right? Named The Tomorrow War. Now the name of the show is The Tomorrow War, you know, but the YouTuber, which is a Seventh-day Adventist who made, and his YouTube channel name is The Preparation Ministry. So it is a Seventh-day Adventist who basically renamed the video and titled it The Tomorrow War on Sabbath Keepers. The name of the video is The Tomorrow War, you know, but he renamed it and called it The Tomorrow War on Sabbath Keepers. And you're going to hear why he renamed the video and titled it The Tomorrow War on Sabbath Keepers, right? I'm going to take a clip from a video that is about 15 minutes and 55 or 56 seconds long. I'll try and post the video, the full video, in the comment section for you guys to actually check it out. I always do this just in case persons may want to say that I'm taking the video out of context. You can basically see for yourself if I'm actually doing that, right? So after you see the video, we're going to have a short discussion on it. With that being said, have a look at it.
July, a movie was released by the name of The Tomorrow War. This movie has an interesting plot, interesting information that I believe has got an end-time event purpose or goal to tell the people as to what's going to happen in the future. It's like the writer of this movie had Bible prophecy in his mind when he wrote it. So what this movie is all about is that people from the future come to the present to recruit men and women to go and fight aliens in the future, not far distant in the future.
Okay, none of you are my child. Has anyone seen Miri? Aww.
We are fighting a war 30 years in the future.
Is this a joke?
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight.
I got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening? What about the teachers' deferment and the veterans' deferment?
If I don't go, they're going to draft you in my place.
Listen to some of the wording that is used in this movie.
Every 6 days, the white spikes disappear. They crawl back into their nests.
We call it the Sabbath, their day of rest. And that's when we insert troops.
They say that these aliens keep a Sabbath. They even use the word Sabbath. 6 days they are out doing their business. On the seventh day they rest. And that's when the troops go in to destroy the Sabbath-keeping aliens.
You know, there's another Sabbath coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. That's when I leave.
So very clearly, in this movie, the Sabbath-keeping aliens are being destroyed. Who destroys them? Well, those who are being raptured, because as they are taken up into this time machine, it looks like how many people represents the rapture. So they are raptured into the clouds, into the future, and they make war on the Sabbath keepers.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
My friends, the book of Revelation tells us in the end of time there will be a false prophet. When you study this, and we are going to study it in the 10-week studies, then you would see that the false prophet is apostate Protestantism in the United States of America. And one of the main beliefs among apostate Protestantism is the rapture doctrine. And they will take the hand of the beast across the gulf. They will take the hand of the beast, and then they will destroy Sabbath keepers. My friends, isn't this interesting? Is this a coincidence? Another point about this movie that is fascinating is that they say in the movie that the aliens were there already in the 10th century, but they were in hiding. What was going on during the 10th century on the earth? Well, it was called the Dark Ages. According to Revelation chapter 12, God's church was in hiding during the Dark Ages, those who kept the Sabbath. Then they came out of hiding in Revelation 12:17, then talks about God's bride coming out of hiding, and two of the attributes that distinguishes her from the rest of the world is she keeps the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. And that makes the devil angry. That leads to the persecution we find in Revelation chapter 13 and them even being killed because they keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Once again, isn't this fascinating? The aliens are in hiding. They come out of hiding. They are Sabbath keepers and they are destroyed. This is what the plot of this movie is all about. My friends, clearly, even Hollywood is preparing the world for persecution against those who have the seal of God and keep the seventh-day Sabbath.
Yes, guys, so as you can see, a number of arguments is basically made from this video, right? Apart from the title, I forgot to mention something else that you would have seen on the title: confirmation bias, right? This title, or the whole aspect of confirmation bias, I did a video on it on my series Cult 101, which you will find in the playlist section titled Cult/New Religious Movements. So it is Cult 101 number 2. It's 14 minutes and 4 seconds long, where I show you some different dynamics of cults and some of the things that they are privy to do. Confirmation bias is basically one of them, guys, right? Where certain movements, when they realize that they cannot sustain their teaching from a biblical standpoint, one of their ace, then, so to speak, is to resort to confirmation bias in order to null the senses and to have their members believing that what they are saying is actually true, irrespective of the fact that it is not biblical. No, I will admit that even sometimes evangelicals might resort to confirmation bias. However, this is not something that is an ace then for evangelical, meaning that we don't resort to that as often as cults, right? Occasionally we might do it without even realize it, but it is not something that we do often. Why? Because we can sustain our teaching from a biblical standpoint, so we don't need to resort to such methods. But with cults, they cannot do so from the Bible, and so they need to resort to confirmation bias at all times. And so this is why Seventh-day Adventists, they are always looking at things that are happening, and they will try at every time to extract even the smallest details out of stuff and blow it out of proportion or exaggerate the issue, right? And say, hey, you see, it's almost here. We have been telling you, the Sunday law is near, it is approaching, and all kind of foolishness, right? Or as we Jamaicans would say, an ass dead and cow fat. Which means that basically when a Jamaican say that I don't even know how to explain it. But basically, it means that they would just say just about everything, right? In order to prove what they're saying. And this is what the guy is basically doing. Confirmation bias. I'm sure I have watched shows many times, right? And see them resort to things pertaining to the Bible, biblical concept. I've watched show many times and see that. Right? Many times I've watched show, whether it be horror movie and so forth, and you see it talk about people coming back from the dead and a variety of things that comes that can be taken from the Bible and from Greek mythology and pagan practices and so forth. Persons make shows and they take things from things that either are now or things that were back then. It's not nothing strange, guys, for you to see things in show that basically mimics either things that happen in the past or things that are present or things that the Bible speak of in terms of future to come. It is not anything strange. So just because in the movie, right, the guys mention their Sabbath, that means to them that oh, you see, even the show, right, they're basically, it's like they take inspiration from the Bible about Sabbath keepers being persecuted. This is what he's basically trying to say, Sabbath keepers being persecuted. Now, interestingly enough, is that they teach that they're basically going to be depicted as the bad guys, right? Sabbath keepers are going to be depicted as the bad guys. They are the ones who are going to be persecuted. Now, according to their theology or their eschatology, it doesn't state that Sabbath keepers will be going around and killing people. You understand? So this is basically the flaw in what he's actually saying, because if it was a case where the white sparks then, who are basically Sabbath keepers, right, were basically good guys, right, and the other side, which is the human beings, are the bad guys. If the movie did depict it that way, then maybe he would have an argument. But you see that the white sparks, which are Sabbath keepers, they're actually going around killing people. So it doesn't mirror their eschatology perfectly, because according to their eschatology, they'll be persecuted unjustly. But with the white sparks, right, the white sparks is not being persecuted unjustly, They are the ones who basically are the persecutors, right? They are the one who are the persecutors, Now, here's how I'm going to flip the switch, right? Because they take it, and try to, he took it and tried to make it appear that, oh, it's supporting their eschatology. But you want to know what the show The Tomorrow War actually shows us? It shows us how the white sparks are very much like the Jews of old, the quote-unquote Sabbath keepers, who are basically trying to force Paul and the apostles to basically keep the law. They were the persecuting power, that you found in Acts, the quote-unquote Sabbath keepers, persons who are actually keeping the law. So while this guy, funny enough, is trying to use it to show his eschatology, when you flip the switch, you can see that it actually mirrors Jews of old, that persecuting power who persecuted God's people then, right? Simply because they embraced the gospel of Jesus Christ and basically choose not to keep the law. It is the same law keepers who actually crucified Jesus, a persecuting power, right? Are the law keepers who actually persecuted, right, persons who are followers of Jesus Christ. And the movie shows it quite well, how Sabbath keepers can truly be a persecuting power, because that is what the white sparks was actually doing. Persecuting innocent people, and they had to fight back for themselves. This is what the movie shows. So it doesn't help their eschatology at all. What it shows us is that we ought to really be careful of Sabbatarians, because if we're not careful, they can become a serious persecuting power to Christians. Right, and this is what we see throughout their eschatology. That's what they're all about, to condemn Christians left, right, and center, simply because we choose not to worship on the 7th day of the week. So it doesn't help the guy none at all. What it actually does, it is actually help Sunday worshippers, just to show you how Sabbatarians can truly be a persecuting power. Right? This is what the movie actually shows me. It doesn't help them. It helps us Sunday worshippers and us farmer 7 days. Our farmer SDA should say. Right, guys? So the confirmation bias actually doesn't help him. It actually helps us. Right? And you see by this man a simple example. I have done several videos, you know. Right? You can find in my playlist section titled Every Time Seventh-day Adventist Does Something Strange. And you will see that many times, you will see in that playlist section, right, that many times things that are happening, you see quite often how SDAs actually take it, right, and make a confirmation bias out of it, such as to try to show, right, that, oh, the Sunday law is near and it is actually coming. And this is just another example of them. And this is why I do the video titled Cult 101 number 2, Confirmation Bias and Cognitive Dissonance. This is something you need to check out that video, guys, because this is something that you need to understand in order to understand cults. And trust me, there will be more confirmation bias from them, because they live on confirmation bias. Right, guys? So don't let them frighten you when they try to squeeze out and pinch out things from things that is happening in the world and try to exaggerate it and blow it out of proportion in a desperate attempt to prove their doctrines and so forth. Don't let them do this to you, guys. Stand on the word and not stand on confirmation bias. So with that being said, I end this video. If you enjoy it, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Oh, and one more thing, guys. A number of things that he had said regarding the dragon making war with the saints and so forth that you find in Revelation 12, and who keep the commandments of God, and for him it's the 10 commandments and so forth, aka they were at war with Sabbath keepers. What shows whether you're a Christian or not is if you're a follower, a genuine follower of Jesus Christ, and you have the Spirit of Christ. That is what shows you're a Christian. Not whether you keep the Sabbath or not, whether you keep this day or not, or whether you abstain from certain foods and so forth. None of that. The issue is Jesus Christ. This is what it will be all about, and this is what is going to basically decide everyone's fate, whether they are a follower of Jesus Christ or not. Not whether they keep this day or whether they keep that day. If that was so, we would have seen it throughout history where persons were persecuted for keeping Sabbath. No. Persons were more persecuted, right, for not keeping it. That was what they were persecuted for by the very Jews themselves, for not keeping the law. Right? That's what they were persecuted for. So don't let them try to change history or change the word of God on you, guys. No. Stand firm on the word and stand firm, right, on the teachings of the Bible, not on confirmation bias. With that being said, I end this video. If you like it, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, guys. Also, you can check out my videos. Remember, I posted them. Check them out, guys, and look at what they are saying and try to see if what this guy is actually saying is true or not. With that being said, bye-bye now.